Hey-ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and yay, hooray. I'm glad to be in the kitchen today. I'm making a real simple dinner tonight because we have a ton of eggs. So I got 2 dozen fresh eggs yesterday from my sister's friend, Corey. Hi, Corey. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's got chickens here in the city. I love it. Anyhow, I got 2 dozen eggs from him, but I already had about 3.5 dozen eggs that I had purchased on sale at the grocery store, post Easter, because that's how it ran this year over at my grocery store. So first in, first out, I wanted to get those older eggs on their way while they were still good, while they were still terrific, so that I can get to the delicious, scrumptious, homegrown, backyard eggs. Yay, hooray. These eggs, I'm going to make a little egg salad, and these eggs are terrific. They boiled just fine. So I boiled 8 eggs. Yeah, going to make a big batch of egg salad because I want egg salad tonight for dinner. I also am killing 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak, and making some lunch for tomorrow. So, everybody likes their egg salad a little bit differently. I like mine with everything except the kitchen sink. So, yeah, I'm going to make my kitchen sink egg salad. I've got a couple of stalks of celery here, and I'm going to give these a chippity chop. Absolutely. So, what's new and exciting with you, my lovies? What's going on? Yeah, tell me down below. Inquiring minds want to know, baby. Not much going on here, let me tell you. We didn't get any mail today, and it felt like a Christmas miracle. I love it when we don't get any mail, when I don't get any bills in the mail, or people that want my money, or people that want this, that, or the other. Yeah, I went out there to the mailbox, and there was nothing in it, and I was completely delighted. Yep. And so, what else did we do? Took a nap, did some laundry, did some dishes, did some trash, and just all the things. Just all the things. Tomorrow's Thursday, I'm going to start my preparations for family dinner because it takes me a while to get things done now. Yeah, got a little bowl here, and that's just 2 stalks of celery. I like that crunch. I like that little bit of bite. It's going to be good. I'm thrilled. I also have about 4 ounces of cubed ham. So usually I put bacon in my egg salad, but I didn't cook any bacon. Thought I had bacon crumbles in the refrigerator, in the bag from Costco. Didn't have any bacon crumbles. But I also didn't feel like turning the oven on and heating up the house today. Yeah, it's only 91, and so, yeah, I didn't feel like heating up the house today with cooking some bacon. But I was looking in the freezer, and I saw this cubed ham that I had gotten together from our ham leftovers from Easter, and I thought, well, yeah, that'll do it. Salt, fat, sugar, all the things that make a meal fantastic. So I've got about 4 ounces of my cubed ham. Gonna enjoy that. And I'm just gonna chop up some eggs to go in here. I don't have one of those fancy egg choppers, but I'm not worried about it one bit. And these eggs have already been boiled and peeled. You all know how to boil eggs. Everyone's got their preferred method of boiling. For me, I like to get my water going to a rolling boil, and then I like to go ahead and drop my eggs in there very gently and boil them for 10 minutes. Then I put them in a water bath with some ice and let those set for 10 minutes, and they are perfect. I don't like my yolk to be green, but I do want it to be fully cooked and solid, and these are fantastic, bright and yellow. They look so good. So, thank you all for your lovely comments and everything. I can't do this without you, and I appreciate your love and your support more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much. And anyhow, spring here in the desert, it is just going to town. My tree outside is a Argentinian mesquite, and it is semi-deciduous, so it loses, about 75% of its leaves, holds on to the rest of them, and anyhow, it has just leafed out overnight, and it is fantastic. Behind me, along the running path, there is a Palo Verde tree. That's our state tree, by the way, a Palo Verde, and anyhow, it has entered its bloom season, and so it is going to town with big yellow blossoms on it. It's quite lovely. I'm going to get you a shot. I'll go ahead and put it in right here. Anyhow, yeah, spring has come to the desert. We've got all the things, and allergy season. My allergies, ooh, they're bad. I've been taking the Claritin like it's, crack cocaine, just popping them here, there, and everywhere. And got my eggs all chopped up. You can chop them as finely as you want, as much as you want, but in the stirring process, these will get a little bit more, broken up. And I don't care if there's big chunks. You know me, the chunkier the better. Yeah, absolutely. Got a little egg on my hands, need a little napkin. There we go. All right. Fantastic. I have some sweet pickle relish. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in there. Probably about 3 tablespoons. I think that's going to be good for me. I like it. I like it. And we have some mayonnaise. Now I've got a little bit, it's weaselly. I got a weaselly little amount in there. But, I'm going to scrape it as clean as humanly possible. Get everything that I can get into this mayonnaise. Get into this egg salad. Fantastic. Y'all like egg salad? What do you put in yours? Tell me down below. What's your secret ingredient? All right. Well, there's still some in there, but I'm going to struggle with that a different day. I'm going to go ahead and just open up a new one here. Get going. Get on with it because I'm starving to death. Yeah, Palo Verde is our state tree here in Arizona. Our state flower is a saguaro cactus blossom. Now, a saguaro is an enormous cactus it grows these arms. Takes centuries for them to grow to maturity. They're protected. They're protected here in Arizona, and they have the most incredible blossoms on them. If I can find one, I don't have a saguaro cactus in my yard, but if I can find one that's already in blossom, I'll take a photo of it and let y'all see. Yeah, our state bird, cactus wren, and the cactus wren often lives inside of the saguaro. So I'm going to put just a few of these big dollops of mayonnaise in here just to get us started. If we need more, well, that's all right. We can add more. No sweat. No sweat, baby. It'll be all right. So yeah, there's a few interesting little facts about Arizona. Oh, our state motto is land of many uses. Because, we've got the C's. We've got cattle, cotton, copper, citrus, and climate, the 5 C's. And soon to be chips, because they're building a huge chip manufacturing facility not too far from my house. Please and thank you. We'll take the jobs. We'll take the jobs. Okay, I'm not going to need to add any more mayonnaise. That was plenty. Yeah, fantastic. So maybe that was about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. Gonna give it a little squeeze of mustard here. Maybe that's a tablespoon. What else have we got? I love a little dill weed in my egg salad. Yes, please and thank you. I like that sharpness in there. I like that. I just think it just adds something. I'm also going to add a little bit of Mrs. Dash no salt seasoning. This is everything bagel but the salt. And little bit of that. It's got sesame, it's got garlic, it's got poppy seeds, it's got all the things. It's got all the things, just what we need for our everything. Egg salad, I reserve the right to add more of anything that I want to it. So, there we go. There we go. That looks tasty. I'm also going to add a little bit of paprika to it. Not that side, that's the big side. Get myself in trouble with that. Couple of shaky shakes of that paprika. And I also want to add a little bit of these roasted red pepper strips. Get these over at my Dollar Tree. Somebody asked me what a Dollar Tree is, and down in the comments. A Dollar Tree is a store. I believe they're nationwide. I think there are also some in Canada. I'm not sure how widespread they are. Currently, everything at Dollar Tree is about $1.25. They have some new divisions in their store where items are $2, $3, $4, and $5. You know me, I'm cheap. I stick to the $1.25 side. Andrew, he's pricey. Yeah, he's pricey. He goes over and he scans the aisles with the more expensive items, and I try to detract him from. Quit looking at that. Quit looking at that. You're going to blow the budget. Get out of there. Anyhow, and they sell everything from little knickknacks and yard ornaments and hummingbird feeders, gardening items, food items, some automotive, games and toys for kids. Yeah, they've got all the things. That's what, and it's everything's just about $1.25 unless you're on one of those specialty items. But here's the bad news, friends. I just read this in the newspaper, is that Dollar Tree is raising their prices again to $1.50. Now, I don't have a deadline on when that's going to happen, but you know, I'm not thrilled about it. But $1.50 for a lot of things is still a good bargain. Things that I like to buy at Dollar Tree, like little roasted red peppers. I like to buy toothbrushes there. I like to buy some of their body lotions. Sometimes they will have name brand items that are a closeout or a markdown or something like that. The packaging has changed. So, you know, keep your eagle eye open for those kinds of bargains. I like to buy Epsom salts there. Yeah, canned goods, a lot of times their canned goods can beat the price over at my Albertsons and even sometimes my Walmart. For example, like last time I went, they had the Hunt's tomato sauce, you know, the spaghetti sauce. It's not my favorite, but it has gone up to like $1.50 even over at my Walmart, and $1.25 for the big can. That was just terrific. Also, I got sad news because my 99 cents only store. Now, I know that they don't have these all over America, but you know, in the Southwest, they were really they're going out of business. They were really popular. I loved them. I thought I alone could keep them in business, but sadly, no. So they are doing a liquidation, and I should have gone over there to try to find myself a great couple of deals, but honestly, I was so heartbroken. I just couldn't do it. Yeah. So they'll be closed before the end of April. They've only got a few days left. I'm always on the fence about whether I'm going to go to a going out of business sale or that kind of thing, because for years I worked at Borders Books and Music. Do any of you remember Borders Books and Music? Well, for years I worked at Borders Books and Music. Loved it. Worked in the cafe, worked at the book floor. I also was kind of in charge of nonfiction, and that's my preferred. Yeah, that's my preferred aisles. I like all of that stuff. I like fiction too. Read plenty of that. But I am a sucker for, you know, the art books and, you know, the budgeting and managing your money books, the crafting books, the biographies, stuff like that. Just love it. Anyhow, I really worked there for the discount. You don't make any money when you work at a bookstore. They barely pay minimum wage, and if they could figure out a way not to pay minimum wage, I can assure you that they would do it. But you don't make any money, but you get 30% discount. You get all kinds of little Christmas things. You know, your store's meeting goals and stuff like that. You got all kinds of little things and what have you. And then also, you get to be like right up there in the front of the line if an author that you admire comes to your bookstore to sign books. So I got great signatures. I got signed books from Sandra Day O'Connor. Got to meet her. That was a real treat, you know. And anyhow, yeah, so there were a lot of perks to working at Borders. I also worked at Barnes & Noble then too. So, yeah, anyhow, Borders went out of business. But let me tell you, so Borders went out of business. They filed for bankruptcy the day after Thanksgiving. So we were closed on Thanksgiving. We come in on, you know, Black Friday, and it's a madhouse. Everyone's got these special coupons that we put out and put in the mail, and people are coming through my line and they're like, oh, you're going to lose your job. And I'm like, why would I lose my job? I do a good job here. Everybody loves me. Yeah, your company filed for bankruptcy. Didn't you see the paper? Well, no, because I got there at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for, you know, our Black Friday blowout. I didn't get to read the paper. I didn't get to listen or watch the news. They were coming through and telling me that we were going, you know, to lose our jobs and that we had filed for bankruptcy and yada, yada, yada. And finally, my manager had to like pull all of us aside and tell us, yeah, we filed for bankruptcy. You're not losing your jobs. This isn't a reorganization process. The reorganization didn't work, but we did go on for about 6, 7 more months and started a liquidation process. And it was depressing when you're not getting new orders in, when you're not getting all the new titles in, and it was just depressing. And so I'm always on the fence about whether I'm going to go to a going out of business sale or not. You know, the thrifty part, the cheap part, the part that can squeeze a nickel so tight and make the buffalo have a dookie wants to go. But the other part is like, this is somebody's misery. Yeah, and those last few months at Borders, they were just terrible. Now Barnes & Noble, they're still hanging in there. But, you know, I would love to go back and work at the bookstore, but honestly, I can't carry the stacks anymore like I used to be able to do when I was, you know, young. Yeah, I miss my youth a little bit, but I'll tell you what, I'm doing all right. If I knew then what I know now, hot diggity, we could really go to it. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put this into my refrigerator. I think I've got a good amount of things in there. It's looking pretty chunky. It's looking pretty good. Let's take a taste test and see how it is. Yeah, I'm going to take a taste test and see if we need anything before I put it in the refrigerator for all those flavors to mix and mingle. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's super yummy. You know what it needs? It needs just a tinge, just a tang, just a little tiny bit of red wine vinegar. That's what it's missing, but it's excellent. Ooh, that's going to be so good. Maybe just 1 capful. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of that acid. That's what it's missing. That's going to just take it from being, that's pretty good, to being fantastic. That's why I like to taste my food. What's it missing? Is it missing salt, sweet, sugar, and fats? That's what makes food delicious. Well, we can't have as much salt as we want. That's why I like to season pretty heavily with other things. The paprika, that everything bagel seasoning, a little bit of that dill, because those big bolder flavors they're going to satisfy me without the salt. Yeah, because my blood pressure is doing really good, hot diggity. Can't beat that with a stick. So, yep, that should take care of it. I'm going to go ahead and give it one little taste here. That's exactly what it needs. Yeah, now it's perfect. Perfect. Gonna get this back into the refrigerator. Let it mix and mingle. Do all those yummy things. Get my mess cleaned up. And then I'm gonna assemble some. I'm gonna have mine on a sandwich. Andrew did not want a sandwich. He wants a wrap. Okay. He's got to be picky. That's okay. I love him. I'm more than willing to indulge him. So let me go ahead and get this all taken care of. I'll be back in a minute, baby. Oh, Hades, you know what happens is that I get to talking and I just kind of lose my mind a little bit. Anyhow, we were talking about Dollar Tree and how I love these roasted red peppers, but then I forgot to put some in. So, I'm going to make sure I get those all added. Yes, please, and thank you. And give these a little stir up. Now all my colors are represented. Andrew will be very happy because, you know, when he thinks that he's eating bright, colorful foods, that they are super nutritious and delicious. And so, yep, that looks good. Looks tasty. Can hardly wait. All right, you know what we haven't done in forever? Classic TV trivia. It's classic TV trivia time. Hot diggity, I love it. Yippee skippy and yay hooray. Now, I was on the fence about whether Golden Girls was really classic TV because it seems like just yesterday that it was on. Yeah, and I still watch it in syndication. But alas, yeah, I did the math and I think we can fairly call Golden Girls classic TV. So, here we go. Golden Girls trivia. Dorothy, you know, played by Beatrice Arthur. Yeah, I love her. What was her last name on the show, and what did she do for a living? Tell me down below if you know. All right, classic TV trivia, yay, hooray. Got a little lettuce. I'm also going to slice up a little bit of this Roma tomato. You know, gotta get your veg in. I've got to tell you that husband of mine, he never fails to amaze me. So I woke up from my nap the other day and I came into here to the kitchen to get a little bit of water, take a few pills, that kind of thing. Well, that one sliced Weasley. And he had made his own lunch and that was fantastic. I was so excited just about that. But then I looked over and he had washed the gallon Ziploc bag that I had stored some lettuce in, and he had hung it out to dry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sometimes I just love him. He just never fails to amaze me. This tomato is pretty good. Looks really red, looks really delicious. Yeah, fantastic. That's gonna be plenty. I think that part's for me. All right, well, I'm going to get mine together, and I'm going to be having mine on one of these keto rolls, these keto hamburger buns. I am only going to use half of the bun for mine, because you know what's worse than using half a bun? No bun at all. So I'm going to just have half a bun, and I'm going to be grateful for that. Come on. And then tomorrow I will probably have the other half, the top half, you know, maybe I'll toast that and have it with a little bit of, you know, butter, maybe just a smidge of smear of peanut butter, something like that. But anyhow, I like to take my lettuce, and this has been washed and it's fully dried and everything, and I like to put that on the bottom of my egg salad because I like to think that it helps prevent my bun from getting too squishy. So I want plenty of lettuce. I don't know. Yeah, I like a lot of lettuce on mine. That's fine. That's good. Maybe it's more like a salad than anything else, but I'm okay with that. I want a couple of pieces of tomato. Yeah, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my egg salad. It's been in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes, so it has come together nicely. It's mixed, it's mingled, it's got all of the things. And I do think that I want a pretty large serving of this. I didn't add any salt because I added that ham, and that ham will have plenty enough salt to lend to this in each delicious bite. That pickle relish and the mayonnaise also had some salt. So there we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I think that that looks fantastic. I'm going to enjoy that for dinner. Oh, yeah, I was going to serve it with a cheese stick. Yeah, with one of those mozzarella cheese sticks. And that's dinner tonight. I'm going to have mine just like this, just with half the bun. That way I get a little bit of the carb feel. I get all of the feels and none of the guilt. I can dig it, man. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Egg salad for dinner. Yeah, with a little ham in there. That makes it, like a whole meal in my opinion. Smells good too. Yay, hooray!